Hello my dear ones, from the Dreamliner of Gulfair in their business class on our flight from Bahrain to Cairo.
I'm Chris, and Travel Sync Fly is all about flying and traveling without breaking the bank, with lots of tips, exciting airline reviews and destination reports. And today we're going to board this beautiful plane. Gulfair's Boeing 787 Dreamliner is fitted with the great yet rare Apex suites, so this will be an interesting flight. Gulfair has set the clock towards a modern future, but how much can you expect on this 3-hour flight? How's the lounge in Bahrain? How's the service on board? How much did I pay, and was it worth it? Let's find out on our flight from the Persian Gulf to the pyramids.
Look how beautiful this airport is. It's so impressive, I cannot believe it. And that's one of those moments when I'm happy that I'm not flying 50 times with the same airline just to get a status. Although status can be sometimes really very handy, but I would not like to miss this. I'm just really impressed, as you can see. But anyway, now we're going to the Falcon Gold Lounge. That's the lounge of Gulfair here in Bahrain. And the nose is red again from the mask. Well, I asked if I could have a shower just before I go for the plane, and the answer was this: a basket with towels and toothpaste, toothbrush and a shaving kit. And yeah, the showers are close by the toilets, so we're gonna have a look there too. Well, I was too happy too early because the shower here is really not very nice. There's even no partition wall between the shower and your luggage. And so the luggage has to end up in fog now, because I really need to take a shower. And I'm just a little surprised because the competitors here are Etihad, Emirates, Qatar Airways. They all have such nice shower rooms. And it's also surprising because the rest of the lounge is so nice. It's modern, it's new, it's beautiful. Just the shower rooms are not, and I think it's so important. Anyway, I need to take a shower now and I have to go through that. So I ended up not having a shower after all. I mean, it was just a little too complicated. Everything would end up here in fog and with all the luggage, so it's not really nice. And also, there's not a really good ventilation here, so I would be just sweating after that, even more than now. So I just used the time to change into a fresh shirt. That's something too. And now I have to be really fast because we're taking off. Well, I didn't have the time to do a welcome sequence on ground because everything went so fast. So here's the welcome sequence from in-flight. Once I entered the plane, I got right away nice wet hot towel. I got lemon mint juice. I got Arabian coffee. I got dates. I got a lunch menu with a selection of dishes and also a beverage list. And yeah, I mean the staff is so wonderfully nice, really quite impressive and outstanding, to be honest. And now look at the seat. This is an impressive seat. Such a beautiful business class cabin, and the only sad thing is that the flight is gonna be only 3 hours. I could imagine to sit here for at least 12 hours. And anyway, I will enjoy these 3 hours very much, and I hope that I can give you as much information about this flight as possible.
I booked this trip with miles from Cathay Pacific Asia Miles. For a total of 2 flights from Dubai to Bahrain and on to Cairo, I spent 30,000 miles plus $170 in taxes and fees. By the way, the best mileage bargain ever for the same 30,000 miles is flying on the Qatar QSuite to Doha on routes under 2,750 miles. However, you don't have to fly a lot to get the miles. American Express is a points partner with Asia Miles in many countries, and Amex cardholders can convert their points into miles, which is incredibly easy and the best use of points.
First of all, a nice little compartment for the shoes, or actually a storage for shoes, and then you can open this little thing here, and there's another compartment for whatever you have, and you can put your feet over here. However, once you sit, it's a little too far away from your seat because there's just so much space. Talking of space, the seat is really spacious. You see, you have a lot of space to the side, and now I'm going to the lying down position, and while I'm going down, I can only say it's really nice. There's so much space, and it doesn't feel like going into a coffin at all because there's so much space. I don't know if you've seen the video about Swiss business class on the 777, and they have a so-called throne seat, which is really, really very nice, but it feels so narrow. You feel like you're lying in a coffin once it's down, because it's very, very narrow and you kind of disappear downwards. So anyway, so much about that experience. But once you lie down here, you have so much space, especially for the feet. You can move the feet like this, and it's just wonderful. You have no obstructions for the feet. And then on top of it all, there's this partition wall that you can pull up. You can press the button to put it up, and then you have really perfect privacy. It feels like in a first-class cabin, to be honest. It's really very close to a first-class cabin. Lots of space, and then you have the really nice service of the staff over here. Anyway, I go up again, and at the same time I can tell you also there's 2 USB slots, and there's a power socket, and then there's of course also the headset. However, the headset I think is not noise cancelling as the connection looks like. It doesn't look like noise cancelling, but other than that, it's a really, really great seat.
If you like my flight and travel reports, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do it right now with the bell notification. It costs you just 1 click. I'm really happy, and you're making a big difference for the future of this channel.
There's not many things that are as great as garlic bread, and of course the mezze here are really nice and a decent amount. And I don't know if you've seen my report about Etihad's business class, also on the Dreamliner. A very different business class, but also very, very beautiful. But they also had mezze, but in a microscopic small version. So I like this more. So the main course has been served, but now look at this. Somebody really thought very well about this business class cabin, because even when you have the whole table full, you can still get out. You can go around here and go to the bathroom if you like. In between meals, no problem at all. And that's what I really, really like. The red snapper here is really very, very good. It's firm, the meat is really firm and really good and tasty. I mean, the presentation is not so great of the main dish, but it really tastes very good, and that's the most important. By the way, the route between Frankfurt and Bahrain is served by an Airbus A321 in the new seat configuration with sky beds. That means you can also there lie down and really lie flat. So that's really nice and very good to know actually. So it's really different from the Airbus A320 that I went on from Dubai to Bahrain. Because that's a recliner seat, and between Frankfurt and Bahrain, for example, also Paris and London, you can just lie down. Anyway, I just got dessert, and there was a little dessert trolley coming by. They had fruit and they had cheesecake, and I asked for both.
As you can see, the TV screens here are enormous and high definition, so the distance from the seat with all its space is no problem. The flight show is also really nice, and when it comes to entertainment, there is a large selection of movies and TV series as well as music of all kinds, but not quite as extensive as with the huge competitors in the Gulf region, including Emirates with the largest entertainment program of all airlines. Apart from that, Gulfair can definitely compete internationally. The selection is relatively good and varied, and as I said, the monitor is really great. There's also Wi-Fi on board, which is not free, but at $10 to $15 for the entire flight. It's not overpriced either. The lavatories are modern and quite nice, but not spectacular, and on my short flight they were sparkling clean and there was soap and hand cream.
And we're approaching Cairo already, and it's so sad because I would have loved to spend more time on this great aircraft, on this great seat with this fantastic, wonderful crew. I really enjoyed it so much, and if you ever go to the Middle East or beyond where Gulfair goes, you should really consider flying them. Will give you a great experience, I'm pretty sure now.
Some great experiences await us in Cairo, including a worthwhile hotel with fabulous breakfast right on the banks of the Nile, as well as the only hotel within the pyramid compound of Giza, and almost alone we'll climb up the stuffy, steep tomb tunnel inside the Great Cheops Pyramid.
Well, I hope that I could really give you good information about this airline and this flight, that I could give you information that's really valuable for you. And if I did, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. That would mean a lot to me. And I hope I will see you very soon again here at Travel, Sing, Fly.